Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Derek Afasi. I'm the owner of Afasi Financial Group. And today's topic I want to discuss with you rolling over your 403b account into an IRA account. Now, individuals that are watching this video are most likely familiarized with a 403b and understand that it's very similar to a 401k. Essentially, an individual with a 403b account is placing money into a sort of retirement bucket deemed as a retirement account, known as a 403b account. The amount of money that they're placing into that bucket and however well the mutual funds that are within that account perform determines how large or how small that bucket is at the end of the year or at the end of the day. So individuals that are now gearing up for retirement, or individuals that left their employers and they have these old 403b accounts, they have access to roll over these 403b accounts into something known as an individual retirement account, which is an IRA account. There's some benefits to doing this as opposed to just leaving it currently in your 403b plan. Typically with individuals that call into the office, individuals that are looking more towards this rollover option, it's people that have either experienced some sort of 2008 market crash. It's individuals that don't necessarily know how to set up how to retire properly. They don't really know what they're placing their money into. They don't really know how well those mutual funds really are, and they understand that by conducting the rollover they could get put in a much better position. The two main criteria is if an individual says, hey, listen, I'm done with taking on this risk. I understand I'm towards the end of the road to retirement. I want to see something that, kind of like this bucket example, something that when I roll over my money into an IRA contract, it's going to be a bucket with a type of lid over it. And this is set up through something known as indexing strategies. And this is something that we set up through our office. So if an individual has a 403b account and they say, hey, listen, I want to make sure that I have safety, I have preservation, I'm not being hit with all these administrative fees through my 403b account, being hit with charges on my mutual fund related fees on my 403b account, but I still want to gain money, want to have growth within my bucket, within my account whenever the market goes up, but whenever the market goes down, I have that preservation, I have that protection, making sure that I will lose 0%. And it's known as an indexing strategy. Now, the other option, and for a lot of individuals, is kind of the main criteria on why they like to set up these types of IRA contracts, especially with insurance companies, is through something known as a lifetime income rider. Lifetime income rider. So what an individual could do is, if they have a 403b account and they say, okay, I'm 55 years old, I left an employer, or I'm in my 60s, and I understand I want to retire soon. If I leave my money in a 403b account, I do not know how much money I could pull out every single year for retirement, and I have that risk of outliving my retirement income, when I'm in my 60s, when I'm in my 70s. If I'm pulling out an account, if that account could go down, if I'm getting hit with fees on those accounts, all those different combination of negative aspects could make a retirement account such as a 403b go down to $0. So there's ways on how you could conduct a rollover into an IRA contract that has a specific lifetime income guarantee associated there. So you could do kind of a blend of, if you want to have that safe, consistent growth and have a lifetime income rider attached to it, there's a type of IRA contract for it. If you just want to have an IRA contract that grows whenever the market goes up and doesn't lose anything whenever the market goes down, there's a type of IRA contract for that as well. So there's so many different ways to skin that cat. What you have to be mindful of is, okay, am I eligible for a 403b rollover? Is a 403b rollover going to make more sense to go and place it into an individual retirement account, or should I just stay put? And that's one of the things that we have over at the company. We offer 24/7 customer service, and it's there for the person to be comfortable. We understand your hectic schedule, we understand your busy schedule, and depending upon your specific goals, and if you understand that maybe you cannot accomplish those goals successfully right now, and you just want to have some professional opinions, that's what we're here for. We'll ask you a slew of questions. If you're calling in, you say, hey, listen, I want to talk to a 403b rollover specialist. You'll be dealing with an advisor. That advisor will be asking you a bunch of questions and really get your brain thinking of saying, okay, what are your goals? Can you accomplish those goals of what you're currently doing? Are there any specific gaps in those goals? If there are some gaps, then the process starts to happen with us making recommendations for you. On average, with an individual that calls our office, we could go up to about 1,200 different strategy scenarios and product lines through different types of IRA rollover accounts, making sure that it correlates specifically to your goals. So that we'll say, okay, listen, option A is going to be, these are going to be all the pros, these are going to be all the cons. Option B, these are all the pros, these are all the cons. Option C, these are all the pros, these are all the cons. But we're going through, on average, 1,200 different scenarios. Sometimes we go through much more than that, depending upon the client's situation. But the whole reasoning behind that is because depending upon your age, depending upon the amount of money you're looking to place in there, and what you want to see happen with these types of accounts, that's all the different variables that have to go into effect, making sure that you're tying that with specific strategies to get your optimal result. We are A+ rated on the Better Business Bureau. We've always had very good reviews. We've never had any complaints, and it is because of this methodical process. We have a proprietary process and a proprietary strategy known as the RPS, which is the Retire Sharp Planning System. And this allows us to go and, when you're calling in, depending upon your area, to make sure that we're matching it up with that all the different safe money planning strategies and IRA rollover strategies, making sure that we could give you the optimal result. So no other company has this Retire Sharp planning system process set up. Definitely give us a call, 1-800-566-1002. And just to kind of add on an additional reasoning, the reason why you want to place it from a 403B account to an IRA account is because it's going to be going from a qualified account to a qualified account. Meaning that it's not as if you're taking your 403B money. If you had $100,000 that's sitting there, it's not as if you're throwing that money into your checking account, because depending upon your age, there might be a penalty there, or also on the taxation standpoint, you'd get hit with full taxation of that as well. So you want to make sure that you're doing it the correct way, that you're not falling victim to some of the different strategies and downfalls that individuals have made when rolling over their 403B account. And if this is interesting to you in any way, we'd love to help you out and at least give you some non-biased opinions and non-biased feedback on some of the best contracts and strategies for your particular situation. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Retire Sharp, so you could have access to the most updated videos. And I want to thank you very much for watching this video.